Yo, my sovereigns, what up? This is Bob Fett, uncensored on the internet. So it's the last night of Talent Land here in Guadalajara for 2025. And if this was like the last day of an expo in Australia, it would be empty by now. But like there's still stuff going on. Still people partying. It's about 8 p.m. by the way, and this actual conference, for the 4 days that it was running, it's running 24 hours a day. There's parties, there's dancing, there's like shows, there's competitions, and in amongst all of that, there's still people at their stands showing their wares. Like seriously, Mexico, Splinterfest. Any of the Splinterlands team out there, guys, next Splinterfest, you got to come to Guadalajara in Mexico. Alright, so I'm just going to take a little bit of footage. I'm going to walk back over to the Hive stand, but along the way we'll just get a little bit of footage here on the wrapping up sort of sections. This is the section where Hive was, and you can see out of all of the other areas, this is still the most busiest. So I guess this is where the hardcores hang out. So there's still lots of little places there selling their wares, and there's a couple of these we have already onboarded onto Hive. So right here in this marketplace, there are vendors accepting HBD. Thanks to the incredible team that we've had down here for the 4 days of the event. Not singling anyone out or anything, but if you actually watch any of the videos of the stand or a lot of the photos taken, there's one person you're always going to see at the desk working. Shout outs to Manu Photos. Incredible job down here, mate. But the whole team, incredible. But I just had to mention that there's still a Hive in here. There is still a Hive in here. Excuse me. What's this Hive all about?
Well, I just came to learn that it's a pretty cool blockchain where you can post media and mine cryptocurrency and Bitcoin to your account. You can make nice actions like buying things and like post photos of those, and you can get more money back of your purchases. So you're literally creating a parallel economy that's outside the banking system that no one can shut down. It gives you sovereignty to transact value and earn value from a neutral layer that has no CEO, no pre-mine, no company, no venture capital behind it, and it's neutral for everyone to use. And so it means we can leave the current economy if it fucks with us any more than it currently is.
But what's wrong with, I've got real money in my wallet right now. Real money.
It's called HBD.
That's true, but no.
It's pretty more real than the shit that's in the bank, mate.
Yeah, the shitcoin that we're all issued.
Yes.
Absolutely,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I'm just going to walk around, take some more wrap-ups.
You had a good Talent Land?
Yes, definitely. It's just been an incredible 4 days.
Yeah.
And like my routine, as I say, I work from home, sit in front of the computer most of the day.
Yeah.
I've been out and about.
Yeah. My feet are bloody killing me. I haven't stood on this long for ages.
Yeah.
I need to get back in shape.
All right.
But it's great to see you, Bob Fett here.
Yeah.
I've seen you around the chain for years, but I've never spoken to you.
We have had the occasional conversation.
We've had a couple, you're right.
One or two words or lines rather in Discord, but yeah, it's great to...
It's great to see you.
And like meeting Voltec as well, totally blew my mind. We've been talking for 5-6 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from the DTube days.
Because of DTube,
Yeah. And it's like, you're Voltec.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah. So
I love stuff like that, and I just love that there's still good people on Hive from back in the day that get it. And I think we're all moving in this. We're all starting to form around this idea that Hive is building a parallel economy.
Yeah.
And it's the foundation of it is content and blogging, but there's a lot more to it than just that. This idea of rewarding valuable actions in a neutral way is very, very, very powerful because it allows us to pump money into the hands of normal people that can't run technical miners, which is we should be trying to figure out a way to do that. And we're doing it in a way where they don't have to KYC, they don't have to give away their details, they don't have to compromise their sovereignty. So I realised this about Hive many years ago, and I've been on it ever since, building because of this. And I think the blogging narrative is starting to fade a little bit. Not that it should disappear. Blogging should always be a powerful part of Hive, but people are starting to see, hold on a minute, we can use it for other things here. And those things we'll be able to onboard a much bigger mass of people through those things than just bloggers.
Well, that's one thing, like with the Hive blockchain being such a primary base foundation, that's as close as you can get in our space to plug and play for other developers to run their apps off the block. Like, I mean, people come to here for different reasons, different interests.
Sure.
Some have come via Splinterlands because they're into card trading. I know nothing about crypto.
Do you know there's a bunch of card trading games, like physical card trading games here? If I'd have known, we should. Like, it actually makes me wonder whether we should even be going to cryptocurrency conferences at this point, rather than going over. We should replace that with going to all sorts of other different conferences that got nothing to do with cryptocurrency. Because Hive's so versatile that it can be appealing to so many different communities. Imagine if you're like going to a trading card conference, a hardcore trading card conference, nothing to do with crypto, and there's like a Splinterlands dude there telling you, do you know I can build an economy for your game? And here's how it works, and show them on the screen, and they're gonna be like, what? Like, that's what they want. It's a bit. They're gonna go to their conference expecting cards, and they come away with cards and crypto. And then it's like, well, maybe we should also be going to some more market type events, market stalls and stuff, getting the currency, show them how easy it is to spend, discounts on the spending with Distriator. Maybe we should be going to finance events where they're flowing old world liquidity into crypto and providing them with smart contract solutions, providing them with easy onboarding for the currencies, swapping to different currencies, finding yield through VSC. That's all going to become a thing in the near future, I can probably think of another thing like video conferences, gaming. The gamers, where they do the game, fighting battles on the screen and stuff. It's like, we should just go to those conferences only. Forget the crypto. Just go there and show them a couple of little solutions that we've got for them and get them excited about it, We don't even need to really be dealing in the crypto world at that point. We're trying to bring, this is the mechanism to bring the real world into crypto.
I mean, initially, with back at the beginning of Bitcoin days, the first adopters of Bitcoin, the people aware of the banking scam, anarchists, were on board, but the initial rush was all the gaming geeks. That was that hasn't changed. Because gamers embrace technology.
They're always on the edge of that. They're always on the edge, aren't they? The cutting edge. So it's been good, bro. I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm probably going to be ill for 3 weeks after this through exhaustion, you know what I mean? But what a great 4 days. I just love the way we set a benchmark for how little you can spend on an event and how many people you can onboard and how much traffic you can bring to Hive. And I think we're going to end up with nice KPIs from this, price per onboard, price per business, because we've onboarded a lot of businesses here as well.
Have you got any approximate stats in your head at the moment, or?
Probably $100 a user. Believe it or not, it sounds expensive, but it's not expensive compared to other onboarding mechanisms in the traditional Web2 world. Spend a lot more than that per user. I think we can get it lower, and that's just pure sign-ups, but we've signed up 6 businesses, and that to me is way more valuable than 100. So then that brings it down to 60 per user because we've got 6 businesses. And then the potential partnerships that we've got here, the people that we're speaking to, people coming to us to be like, hey, you're doing 0 fee, how's that 0 fee thing work? 0 fee layer 1, what about the 0 fee layer 2? And can we get discounts built into our system? Talking to WorldCoin, and I'm not a particularly big fan about how they do the eye scanning stuff, but I am a particularly big fan about helping their community benefit from discounts for spending crypto in the same way that our community can. Maybe their discount will be slightly lower than a Hive.
Yeah.
But there's integrations there that could bring a lot of people into Hive, I think. There's so many potential partnerships. We had a big gaming guide. They've got the competitions, the live streaming competitions, and they want to integrate Hive into their platforms so that people can vote for the content, and we can give delegations to the winners and things like that. You know, maybe fund a little bit of the competitions. And there's a million other things. There was a super app of all app. I forget the name because Manu was dealing with it. But there was this big app. They wanted all their apps, our apps in their app, and see if we could integrate our technology to help their users get access to a similar experience. Who knows what comes of it all? But there's plenty of opportunity. And it only takes one or two big catches, and this can really be a big thing for Hive. Much more than just like $100 a user onboarding. And then closes. I think closes are very, very rare. They normally happen after the conferences. What else have we got that's a KPI? I can't remember right now, but we had another one. But like we're trying to say, look, conferences that Hive goes to should be KPI'd. Yeah. Should be like, how many onboards did you get? How many businesses did you sign up? You know, and various other things like that.
Otherwise, it's just a tourist trip.
Otherwise, well, you can't prove it isn't, can you?
Yeah.
And you know, when the Hive community is spending our money. And it's, you know, I consider it my money if someone goes to a company. This was my money as much as it is your money. I want it looked after and I want to see results from it. Hopefully this gives us a baseline. You know, these guys are great. We've got 12 great Hive-ins here that I've already got feedback off a lot of them. Like they're going to write what they think we could do better, what we could do worse. I'm going to put it into a bit of a document and outline a standard operating procedure for a conference anywhere in Hive. Yeah. And then it gives other Hive-ins the ability to prove themselves, onboard some people, maybe beat Eddie, who's a machine. Eddie figured out that you can onboard groups of 3 to 4 people at the same time. That's what happened. So his onboarding numbers are through the roof. Yeah. And then maybe other Hive-ins can get into competition with that and try and beat it. You know, beat those results and beat the onboarding numbers, and and try and let's have a bit of competition between the events that we go to.
Like and have a leaderboard.
Well, we could have a leaderboard, and it could be like amount of money spent versus the number of onboards. Yeah. Why not? You know, let's make it accountable, and that's going to
make it fun.
Make it fun as well. It's definitely fun. Yeah. Like everyone hates Eddie now, and I don't mind that because he's too bloody good. No, he's a machine, and like we were laughing because he was like, Eddie put the first tally out of the numbers on the first night. And it just so happened that Eddie had 22, which is about 3 times more than anyone else had. We're like, well, we could check it on the blockchain. And actually, he did it on board like 33 people on the first day.
Wow.
And then most of the other people onboarded like 7 or 8, you know? It's like, what the fuck, Eddie, how did you do that? You know, and then that was the first day. And since then, we've got through, I don't know what the exact numbers are, but it's between 350 and 500 accounts.
That's pretty amazing.
And that involves explaining to them what the blockchain is, onboarding them on the selfie app, taking the selfie, receiving the Bitcoin and the Hive, spending it, buying a t-shirt, and then going to distribute and getting cash back. That whole process is like at least 15 minutes, well 10 minutes probably per person, maybe 15.
Well, that's one thing that would have fine-tuned over the days. The first one probably was 30 minutes.
Yeah, the last one I was doing. But yeah, like, it's really good to see, and some great Hive-ins. We had great support from Sagar and Brian of London, who fixed a few things on the fly in the back end when it the first day or two we had some software issues. Yeah. But they've done amazing work to fix those, and shout out to Sagar and Brian of London as well. And then the 12 Hive-ins that were here, Boba Fett, Jan Tomasowski, Voltec, Eddie Spino, Manu Photos, Greenmaster's wife, Eco-Instant's wife, and last but not least, Alex Rourke, who left yesterday. Like, what a group, and Boba Fett, of course. Yeah. And then also JJZ, and then also there's another one, the photographer. I'd seen him here twice. I didn't even know he was a Hive-in until he started taking photographs of us, and I found out he was a Hive-in.
Maybe I've seen him, I don't know.
Oh, that's the other thing. We had a competition where we gave away the RFID
cards.
with the wallets, and they're beautiful. They've got Hive logos.
I saw the video that you
See
put
that?
out. Yeah, I watched that. Yeah.
So we had loads of people around the stand, like at least 100 people around the stand, and well, maybe 50, but up to 100 at times. You know,
Yeah.
we were spinning the roulette to see. We had the list of names of all the onboardees for the whole event.
Yeah.
We were spinning the roulette till we got someone, and then it was like, and everyone was like, "What the hell's going on over there?" Some more.
Was anyone here to film that?
Yeah, Green Master filmed it.
Excellent.
And also the photographer guy was taking those. So we had a little process where they won here, and then they go around there, they'd shake my hand, get a photo with the wallet, and then they go straight to Jan, who would onboard them. And now Jan has fixed the onboarding for the card, so literally anyone can just get any NFC card or an NFC ring or a wearable. They go to hivew.com, they click create new card. They enter their active key. That's the only thing I think over time we'll be able to get rid of that by signing in with keychain.
Yeah.
So that's going to progress even more. At the moment you enter your active key. But if it's a card, who cares? You just don't put much money on it. Right? We're not asking you to invest your life savings in a card account. That's insane. So you put your active key there for the time being, enter your username, and you tap the card or you tap the ring, and it just programs it to become a debit card.
Yeah.
Anyone in the world can do that now. So he did all three of the winners, the first, second, third place, boom, 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 boom. And then Green Master interviewed each one of them.
And it was what, $250, $150, and $100? Yeah. And just tell me, here's your money, here's your money, here's your money. Yeah.
And that, like all of that, actually it's going to be about 30 grand that the budget was, but I think we're going to come in under. In a couple of days all the dust will settle. I think we're going to come in a couple of grand under, so we're going to be able to send some money back to Value Plan. And that's including all the money we're giving out to people to test the spending and everything. You know, we had kind of $5 grand budgeted for that, for all the money we were going to give to people. But because of the way that they did the cards, I can't go into it here because it's kind of complex. But it's not that bad. And if we start doing events like that, it's really cheap because we spend it from one account. So you spend whatever you spend. Whereas if you had like 500 individual accounts on the cards, you have to put $5 on each card, and then probably the good chunk of those users is going to say, "Oh, just go on their shelf." Whatever. They'll never spend the $5. But in this way that we've done it with one account for all the cards at the events, you're going to spend whatever you're going to spend, and then once the event's over, you just take the money out of your account.
Yeah.
And then we can send the rest back to Value Plan. So it's great. It's great. I'm super happy, super impressed. I'm going to go and have a bit of a sleep before the party tonight. There's a massive party on tonight. Every night, actually, at Talentland.
So Guadalajara, great place for an event?
Great place for an event, great place for culture, great place for food. The women are beautiful. The people are wonderful and nice. I feel very, very accommodated here. The streets are safe. You know, a lot of people are scared of Mexico. I don't see why you should worry about that type of thing in Guadalajara. As long as you've got your wits about you. Yeah. And the people in the events are absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
And you start to see the night crowd coming in, maybe behind me. There's two crowds here. There's the day crowd and the night crowd. The night crowd, they're insane party maniacs. Last night they was taking their tops off and throwing people in the air, and like there must be 5,000 people in the dance area. It's mental. And it's the finale of Talent Match tonight. That's going to be insane as well. So I'm going to need a bit of a sleep now and then go back.
All right.
Have a bit of a party.
Good luck. Great talking to you. Great to hear your words. Final sentence.
Don't buy crypto. Do good actions on a chain and earn it from the chain. And then you own your crypto, and you earned it, and no one can take it off. And you can't lose any money then.
Thank you.
All right. Cheers.
All right.
Nice wrap.
All right. Cheers. Okay, so that was the man himself, Starkers. If you've actually watched his videos.
Me and Jan are going to walk back to the room, the apartment.
Yeah.
If you want to come chill with us for a bit.
Why not?
Yeah.
All right. We'll just get some footage on the way up.
Right.
Yeah.
But Jan and this guy are speaking. This is like a new romance.
Bromance. You use that term in Australia? It's quite a common term, bromance. Yeah. Jan, say hello to Hive.
We are in live stream or doing this recording?
Yes, it's recording. Yeah, I've actually been just doing some wrap-up stuff, had a quick chat. You want to say anything to Free Speak land out there, for Free Speak viewers?
I don't know, like, well, as you record this, I need the Starkers to pay the invoice that I made yesterday. There's a proof on Twitter that he owed me a Jeep Cherokee and an LS320, a license of the Jeep Cherokee, and a business class deportation ticket to Colombia, and all of that stuff can be paid with HiveTV.com, so go and check it out.
All right. Well done. This looks interesting. A gaming console here. Take over to the main stage area, which is, if you watched Starker's talk before up on stage, that was here. This is the main stage of the event. There's a little space here for people to be doing a vlog. I'll just give you a bit of a view from up here. Like I said, it's past 8 p.m. now, and there's still a lot of people. There's a lot of interest from the community out there in all of the tech stuff that we're doing. The time is now, the place is Latin America. This is where the wave is going to go ballistic. So here we are, Guadalajara, Mexico. Hermoso. Alright, let's go back and meet up again with Starkers, and we'll head back to our accommodations.